hunting ground for the Springboks. They've never lost here. The stadium constructed ahead of the 2010 FIFA World Cup, and 4 test matches played here by the Springboks to date. It's a clear day in Port Elizabeth, but a strong wind blowing, pretty sheltered inside this cavernous style stadium, but still a little bit of an effect for the goal kickers here, certainly this afternoon. The Springboks have had a draw here against England, but won their other 3 tests, including one against the All Blacks. This is how Argentina line up, captained from the hooking position by Agustin Crevi, Pireto and Teta Chaparro, the 2 prop forwards. Guido Petti and Thomas Lavanini, the second row. Some good experience there already, despite their relatively young age. Pablo Matera, a beast in the blind side flankers jersey. Leonardo Senatore at number 8. Martin Landajo wins his 70th cap this afternoon, and Nicolas Sanchez starts his 50th test with 3 additional caps. De La Fuente and Orlando in the midfield, and then at the back, Joaquin Tuculet with Ramiro Moyano and Emiliano Boffelli on the wings for Argentina. On the bench, the imposing figure of Ramiro Herrera as the replacement tight head. He and Lucas Nogueira, along with Julian Montoya, 3 formidable front row forwards to have on the bench. And Juan Martin Hernandez, if he comes on, will win test cap number 69. The Springbok coach Alistair Coetzee has been afforded the luxury of relative continuity from the 3 test series win against France in June, but Kuni Oosthuizen into the starting lineup. Frans Malherbe withdrawn due to injury, and it looks like a relatively long-term injury. Jeven Etzebeth captains his country for the 2nd time, having taken over the reins from Warren Whiteley in the 3rd test against France. And Uzair Kasim gets his 2nd test cap at number 8 with Jaco Kriel and vice-captain Sia Kolisi, the flank forwards. Ross Cronje and Elton Jantjies, the Lions half-back pairing, hugely successful in Super Rugby. Cronje missed the 3rd test against France due to injury. Serfontein and Kriel, the midfield combination from the Bulls. And then at the back, the 3 men who started all 3 tests against France: Andries Coetzee, Courtnall Skosan and Raymond Rule. Trevor Nyakane will get a first opportunity in 2017. He last played for the Springboks against Wales in Cardiff at the end of last year. Bongi Mbonambi and Stephen Kitsoff, the other front row replacements. Kerwin Bosch, who was schooled in this part of the world and a star of South Africa's under-20 side, set to earn a potential test debut here in Port Elizabeth this afternoon. So Argentina, having taken some confidence from recent results against the Springboks. They had a win in Durban in 2015, just prior to the World Cup. That was not officially part of the Rugby Championship, but their first Rugby Championship win against the Springboks the last time they met in Salta in 2016. Almost time for Agustin Crevi to lead Argentina out in his 33rd appearance as captain. And time to say good afternoon in commentary to former Springbok prop forward Rob Kempson.
It's good afternoon, Manny. What a marvellous occasion we have here at the Eastern Cape. You will have come out in force to celebrate the Springboks playing in Port Elizabeth. And it's going to be a rather tough encounter considering what the Argentines bring to the party, particularly with that front row and their massive scrum performance that they do have. And also the breakdown area, which will be an area of concern for the South Africans, considering what happened in Salta.
Well, an intense roar of anticipation around Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. Jeven Etzebeth in his 58th test match as Springbok captain, number 59. And the Impi bringing the crowd to their feet and to full voice. Well, the facial expression of the Springbok captain says a great deal. Absolute focus. They've been here in Port Elizabeth for the past 10 days. Siya Kolisi grew up in this part of the world, schooled here as well. An outstanding test series for him against France in June. Just a superb atmosphere building towards kickoff in this game, and enjoying it with us pitchside is former Springbok hooker Owen Nkumani.
Once again, it's amazing what the Springboks rugby and the brand does for South Africa. With that, the Minister of Sports is greeting the players. But 42,000 tickets sold, and they're all here to witness the upward curve of what we saw in June. Can the Springboks take it up another notch? It's a privilege once again to be part of Springboks rugby. Doing the commentary, Matthew Pierce, Robbie Kempson.
Well, the dignitaries, including South Africa's Minister of Sport and Recreation, Minister Thembelani Ngesi, SARU President Mark Alexander. Also in there is the ambassador from Argentina to South Africa, Javier Figueroa, and the president of the Argentine Rugby Union, Carlos Araju. What an inspiration Augustin Krevi has been for Argentina. 63rd test cap for him this afternoon. He's travelled extensively in his professional rugby career. Played for Biarritz, Clermont and Montpellier in the French league, and also a stint at the Worcester Warriors, but firmly back in Argentina in the colours of the Jaguares in the Super Rugby competition. 2 years now of Super Rugby for the Jaguares, which they say, Robbie, has been an amazing experience. Just a quick word on Dane van Niekerk there with the South African flag, the captain of South Africa's women's cricket team, who performed so brilliantly at the recent World Cup. But now Eben Etzebeth and his team being introduced to the dignitaries. Just back to that point on Argentina's inclusion in the Rugby Championship back in 2012, Rob, and more recently the Jaguares, which is essentially an Argentine national side, and what it's done to their levels of improvement.
And I'm chatting to all the players, in particular Martin Nadajo, also Pablo Motera. So there really has built rugby within Argentina. A lot of youngsters now rather taking up the sport as opposed to football, and really has been a groundswell of support, particularly for the Jaguares, and more so for Argentine rugby when they start playing these internationals.
Well, smiles on the faces of most of the Springboks as they get introduced to the presentation party. There's been a sense of relaxation off the field, but real focus on it during their training sessions here since Wednesday last week. And great to see a lot of the teams staying in this part of the world last weekend. Siya Kolisi took a number of his teammates back to where he grew up for a meal. Special moment there for Kerwin Bosch, just to the right of Francois Hougaard. Included in a Springbok squad for the first time, Kerwin Bosch. Back up as fly half and fullback in this test match. Very important goal kicking skill that he brings to the squad as well. The introductions are done. Time now for the national anthems.
Sean eternos los laureles que supimos conseguir, que supimos conseguir. Coronados del
will be led by Sasha Lee Davids.
Well, we've come to expect a lot of passion in the Argentine national anthem, but in every single test match played in this stadium, the South African anthem, and it's singing by over 40,000 people, is something very special. Romain Poit, the referee, he was the referee when Argentina got their first win over the Springboks in Durban just prior to the World Cup in 2015. Augustin Crevi usually plays just short of an hour. He puts everything into it, but they've got a fantastic replacement in Julian Montoya. Sia Kolisi and Jaco Kriel alongside each other. Be fascinating to see how this back row of Kolisi, Kriel and Kasim vary their roles throughout this afternoon's game.
And that they would do, particularly with Brendan Fenton's type of defence. Expect Kasim to be backing down that blind side flank and letting the two flyers in Jaco Kriel and Sia Kolisi get closer to the ball.
Elton Jantjies in his 15th test match. Gets the second match of the 2017 Rugby Championship underway in Port Elizabeth, and a first touch for Leonardo Senatore. Many saying that Fankudno Isa a big loss. We'd have to agree with that. At number 8, he's moved to Toulon and therefore not available for the Argentine national side. An early turnover for the Springboks here. And young Serpentine over the advantage line first up. Cronje, Malcolm Marx looking to carry early.
Back.
Jantjies, the defence in the wider channels, up very, very quickly.
Advantage over
A
for the
little bit of hesitation before that pass to Raymond Rule, who set the ruck well. Jantjies, Serpentine on the switch, offloading the tackle for Andries Coetzee. Matera in with a good early tackle. Etzebeth, Jantjies and Kriel, Skorsan slipping the tackle of Sanchez.
Back, Blue.
Eventually recycled, but slow ball. Strong carry from Kuni Oosthuizen. Rule again.
Off your feet, Blue.
Breakdown, as Rob Kempson indicated, a hugely important part of this game.
Use it, Green.
Having protection over the ball. Springboks doing it well early on. Another carry for Kuni Oosthuizen. Then the Springbok captain, Ibn Etzebeth. Uzair Kasim, first carry for him in his second test match. Yankees. Patience on the ball here from South Africa. As Creel sets another target. Argentina though not over-committing a tackle in ruck time. Here's Serfontein. Matera and Senatore having to go in to make that tackle. Another switch in direction from South Africa. Marks. Little offload from Mostert for Oosthuizen. Had to just halt his run ever so slightly. And eventually, after 16 phases, there's a man over the ball to create the turnover.
And Augustin Krieve is the captain. Very good defense, it must be said, from Argentina. Driving the Springboks back. The turnover was made by Bism Taariwa, along with the help of Sia Khaleesi. But at the end of the day, it really was the defense of the Argentines that kept the Springboks at bay.
Well, Sanchez missing touch with the penalty kick. Skorsan.
Stay free. Stop.
Senatore dropping back.
Hold, blue, hold, six.
Tukulet with the left-footed clearance. It's a good one up to South Africa's 10-meter line. First line out on its way.
Yeah, a few things really impressed from South Africa that time around. The ball retention showing plenty of patience as well. Being able to turn over the kick-off. They'll take some plus from that. On the other hand, Argentina, patience on defense, very committed in their pattern.
It was intended for Kasim, but through his arms and shifted on by Tetas for Kreve. First opportunity for Argentina with ball in hand. Appeals for a forward pass.
Forward pass
and
called
it
by
is
assistant
coming.
referee.
It was called by the assistant referee.
Thanks,
on the
Pascal.
far side. Pascal Gauzer.
Showing some intent on line out.
Don't
Just the
forget to tell
timing
me
of the
the
ball
number,
not
the
quite
line out.
there as Kasim goes to the fingertips. And as you can expect from the Argentines, they're going to give the ball a bit of flight as soon as they get possession.
Easy and patience. Gap.
First scrum of the match, Robbie, what are you expecting?
I'm expecting a reset pick up. Romain Fati is very particular when it comes to the setup of the scrum, and rightly so. The South Africans will have a bit of advantage when it comes to the overall pack weights, but very tall timber when it comes to the front row forwards of this Argentine pack. Just short of 1 metre 9, both loose-headed tight head, a little bit shorter in the middle. They'll try to get quite a big deload to ensure the length of their backs can get the power coming through.
Great opportunity for Kudus Station on the tight head.
Set.
Yeah, his 27th test match, just his 5th test start for Kuni Oosthuizen. It does go down in the front row, but the ball was already available at the back. Yankees. And there was some soft little hands in there from Jesse Creel.
Justin Ocon, option. Scrum or line out? Scrum.
There was an appeal there from the Springboks for a deliberate knockdown.
Sorry?
Well, been adjudged as just a knock.
Yep.
He's not quite trying to get his hands to that, is he?
Stay at 5.
Emiliano Boffelli,
Keep it up. Yeah.
just
Keep
his
it up.
3rd test match. He's the man who got his fingers on the ball. Debut for him against England in the June series in Argentina. 2 tests played by Los Pumas there. And 2 wins for England.
Just an overextension from both backs, it must be said. A little bit of a nudge there from the Springboks.
Fine,
It's
but
an area they really want to be getting an ascendancy. It's a relatively young front row they're playing against.
space here.
Just see just both sides going down.
It's a very unnatural position.
That it is. And I'm chatting to Matthew Proudfoot. When you watch the Argentine pack, they move around quite a bit, particularly that front row, just to try to get the area of attack Be more aligned to the loose head or tight head side of the scrum.
Very solid from South Africa, winning the scrum penalty.
Exceptional. Kunio stays in, and the man in the middle, Malcolm Marks. And importantly, if you watch Beast Matari, he just holds his side of the scrum a little bit back to ensure that the right-hand side in Kunio Station gets dominance. Important for Kuni just to keep his shape with regards to making sure that he keeps that right shoulder going out. He does very well when the pressure starts coming through. Generally speaking, he tends to go back on the inside towards Luka. He keeps coming out, gets the pressure coming through. Great scrum from the Springboks.
Marks finding Franco Mostert. What a standout he has been, both for the Lions and South Africa.
No, number 5, no!
In 2017.
Leave it. Back.
Very slow ball for the Springboks here. Look at all those Argentine defenders. They've got completely out of the ruck situation, fanning out on defence, as we saw in that opening stanza. Yankees attempting the drop goal.
Yeah, but hassle they big over the line speed over the Argentines, exceptional.
Well, it all started from the driving maul. Good defensive effort from the tight 5 of Argentina.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
And a short one taken by Landajo. It's a good line as well from Matthias Orlando. Krebi. Jaco Kriel with the tackle. Landajo, Sanchez. And Tucolet up from fullback. Just a little bit of a miscommunication on the switch. Unforced error from Argentina.
Yeah.
Well, you can't even compare the level at which they're playing at to the manner in which the Jaguares played throughout this Super Rugby season. They just lift the intensity when it comes to the internationals, and in particular the championship.
Stay straight. Yeah.
Just that one draw against England, but then wins against New Zealand in 2011 at the stadium. They win against Scotland and one against Ireland in that 3-test series here in June last year.
Stay out, stay out!
Another solid platform from the Springbok scrum. And Jesse Kriel ran a superb line off a very flat pass from Elton Yankees.
Off your feet.
Argentina off their feet, conceding the penalty.
7, straight off his feet.
Thomas Lozana was the second man that came in. He just seemed to be lying around that breakdown somewhat and just ensuring that the slow ball comes to the Springbok halfbacks.
What's the call? Shot. Off his feet. Yeah.
You have picked an outstanding line, and all the hard work also been done by Jan Serfontein on the inside. Just allowing the Argentine defense to hesitate a little bit. Good play from the Springboks.
He made a good decision initially, Thomas Lezana. Once he lost his feet, had to let go, but carried on at it. 52 points in the 3-match series against France in June. Elton Yankees, he really grew into the role. First opportunity for the Springboks to put points on the board. Oh, it's a brilliant kick. At many stadiums around the world, you hear absolute silence when a goal kick is lining up. There's such a level of excitement amongst this almost capacity crowd in Port Elizabeth. They cheered Elton Yankees with every step towards the ball. Tricky conditions for the goal kickers, a bit of a swirling wind inside the stadium.
On the line.
There's Tendai Tawarira, South Africa's most capped prop forward, 91st cap
All the green, all safe.
this afternoon. Clearance from Yankees as far as Leonardo Senatore. Creel and Mostert in with the tackle. Crevi.
Leave now, 7. Thank you.
Pierretto did well to get over the ball and prevent Jaco Creel from trying to effect the steal.
Tackle, tackle.
Etzebeth trying to roll his way out of the back of the tackle. Landaho. And another penalty at breakdown to the Springboks. Jaco Creel working very, very hard at almost every breakdown.
Yeah, very similar defensive patterns where defending teams are not putting numbers at the breakdown point, letting players stand at their feet, be able to make those tackles.
Number at the line out. Number at the line out. 5.
South Africa matching the defensive efforts of the Argentines, and Jaco Creel made a number of tackles going into this phase of play. Malcolm Marks also making life difficult.
Time off.
And then Creel gets his hands on it.
It's Leonardo Senatore,
He's off.
experience number 8, 47th test cap for him today. It looks as though it is going to be a thing of the past.
Yeah, run
As
that
onto the field comes
Thank you.
Javier Ortega-Desio.
5.
Extraordinary record from Tendai
5 men in the
Tawarira.
line out.
A 30th consecutive
5.
match in this championship.
He's got a youthful dance back in his step, hasn't he?
Etzebeth the target. At the front of the Springboks line-out. And Courtnall Skosan brought in as the first receiver. Quick ball for Ross Cronje. Etzebeth had shifted out in to the wide channels very quickly. And Tawarira and Serfontaine. Skosan looking for the inside ball, and Serfontaine.
No. Blue player touch the ball. Blue player touch the ball. Yeah.
Well, the crowd believes a try has been scored, that a knock has been
Blue
called.
player touch
I think
the
that
ball.
was off an
Blue player
Argentine
touch the
hand.
ball.
I'm
If
in
you
total
regard the
agreement
ball,
with you.
said
You
that's
should be
fine,
coming
but blue
upstairs
player
to TMR.
touched before. Huh?
Potentially would have come off from Argentine hand. It
That's
certainly
a knock
seemed like it.
It seemed to be to get the ball, but blue players touch it.
Lovely
in the
hands from
second time.
Serfontaine. And good running, it must be said. Courtnall Skosan adding taste to the ball.
I think you're correct there, gentlemen. Landaho's hand comes through. There it is.
Oh, it's an error. And the crowd's going to let him nudge, and rightly so.
And then knocked back again off the
Blue
hand
player
of Thomas
touched the ball.
Lavanini.
Crutch. Bind. Set.
Just one of those situations where just you have the opportunity to let play go on. If there's any doubt, let it unfold, and you can always go back.
It's actually inexcusable at this level of rugby with the TMI upstairs. There was a try for the Springboks. And now they've got a scrum. I'm expecting with a lot of pressure on this Argentine back right here.
Crutch. Bind. Set. Let's go.
Oh, fantastic scrum, Springboks.
Somehow rescued at the tail by Argentina. Crevi there to pick it up as well.
Stay green.
Landacho with the kick. Well positioned was Andries Coetzee. Hardly put a foot wrong in that June series. And quickly on to the counter here. Well, side entry is the call.
No, ball was in.
And Ross Cronje quick to tap and go. Yankees. Oosthuizen. After the Springboks managed to shuffle it back. Here's Kolisi.
Turnover fair.
And the turnover is good for Argentina. Matera came away with it. Ortega Decio. Landacho for Sanchez. Tukulet. And the pass to Landacho was forward.
Well, the quick tap, the right idea. That ruck is formed and he still gets his hands in there. Some really obscure decision making from the referee, Romain Fott. At least he got the forward pass right.
One thing the Springboks have to get right today, Robbie Kempson, is that decision making and not play the ref. They're going to play the conditions. They cannot afford to be emotional. There's a test match on the go.
And also enjoy the quick tap from Ross Cronje. Definitely the flow and the motion of this game in favour of South Africa. And keep that momentum on their side.
And a 9th test match against
Green, okay?
South Africa for Krevi.
Scrum green ball, forward pass.
Always in the thick of it at the breakdown, the Argentine captain. It's that low centre of gravity, very powerful and difficult to remove off the ball.
Scrum ascendancy for the Springboks on the own put in and it lost one against the Argentines.
Bind.
Courtnall Skosan is over on the right-hand side of the scrum from his left wing. So the Springboks with 3 over on that side. Cronje goes that way and finds Skosan. Mostert. In the cross kick from Yankees. Creel. Kasim.
Back.
Good strength from Uzair Kasim to make that ball available. Yankees. Rule. Into his stride quickly, Raymond Rule. And then Skosan. Flooding the breakdown again was Argentina. Mostert. Back to the short side goes Cronje for Skosan. Lost forward in the tackle.
Come back, 7 offside.
But there was an advantage being played for Thomas Lezana being offside.
That was from the scrum put in. Another good scrum from the Springboks. Just really playing it at a pace that the Argentines are battling to keep up with. Just go all the way back to the scrum. We really had advantage being played from there. So good application of the advantage law.
And Yankees successful with his second penalty attempt. The first quarter of this game has flown by.
Offside.
Almost no territory to speak of for Argentina in this game so far. But the odd opportunity with ball in hand, but not in the right areas of the field as yet.
No, number 9. No. Through the gate, fine.
Well, Yankees skewing a kick straight down the middle of the field. Tukulet. Landajo finds Matera. There's a really good tackle in there from Beeston Tawarira on Pablo Matera, which stopped him dead in his tracks.
Stay green, stay!
And Kutsia's kick just infield. Moyano. First opportunity for Argentina's right winger to have a little run with the ball. Landajo sniping. And a good little juggle. And then the pass from Ortega Decio. Not going to hand for Krevi.
He played at a frenetic pace down there, both sides.
Not in control by Green.
He's loving the exuberance of the South African players with ball in hand. Really giving it a full crack.
Yeah, nothing that's standing out from the South African play, Robbie, is the effort they're putting in shutting down space, not allowing Argentina to get the go forward, a bit of momentum. Really working hard on the inside.
Let's go, Blue.
But that's what we've seen in the past with Argentina. It's been the inside ball that's yielded the results. It's allowed them to break lines in the pass. And this time around, South Africa very aware of that inside pass.
Now, those handling errors are a problem for Argentina. They've had
Crutch.
not much possession at all.
Bind.
To speak of, just 30% possession and 6 handling errors. That's not going to allow any team to build rhythm. Javier Ortega Decio has been busy since replacing Senatore. He started both tests against England in June before missing out on the other test match Argentina played in their June international window against Georgia.
Bind. Set.
Now Cronje.
Thanks, Nick.
And Serfontaine finds Kutsia. Here's Rule. Some watchful defense though from Tukulet. Stood his ground and did well.
Off your feet, Blue.
Really difficult pass for Mostert. Handled it superbly. Creel from Serfontaine.
Back.
Etzebeth finds Oosthuizen. Yankees and Tawarira. And the pass travelling just behind Courtnall Skosan.
Difficult in that situation. Should have tried to do the guy slightly earlier. And the Springboks cleverly, with this fast defensive line over the Argentines coming up, they're using a lot of those backward passes, trying to get more depth on the ball and then creating the space on the outside.
You have to stay on your feet, please, okay?
Yeah, you need a Connell, of course, to slow down a bit there, Robbie. It's too quick for the beast in Tawarira.
No one's too fast for the beast, big guy. Second put in here in the Argentine scrum. The first, Sapara was lifted off his feet by the beast. Last time we saw there was a Lions tour and Phil Vickery. That's a better one from Argentina.
And off the back from Lezana, who was packing down at number 8. Strong carry in the midfield, brings a good tackle out of Ross Cronje. Ortega Decio. Ball not emerging, but on the ground. So Argentina will have the scrum feed again.
Just the hassle work at the breakdown, which has assisted the process here for the Springboks. 73% of the possession, and also just with the ball in hand. Jaco Kriel once again making life difficult.
There was some comment when the team was selected around the number on Jaco Kriel and Sia Kolisi and Uzair Kasim's backs. But it's very clear that the number in this instance means very little.
Yeah. He's almost playing a Richie McCall role at the moment. What another great scrum from South Africa.
And Lazana picks up at the back while retreating Tukulet and managed to gain some good ground off the back of that retreating scrum. Have Argentina and Jesse Kriel battling to get out of the back of that tackle, and Landako trying to milk it for all it's worth. Malcolm Marx quickly over the ball in the tackle as well. Krebi head down and straight into contact. Legs working furiously. Lavanini. Another attempt over the ball from Mostert. Sanchez. And there's a high tackle penalty advantage coming. Landako, Krebi, handed on for Tetaz Chaparro. Still that high tackle advantage being played. This is much more promising for Argentina. Orlando. Quick ball for Landako. Matera. Tetaz Chaparro. Some feisty defence in there from the Springboks, and eventually Romain Poit coming back for the penalty against Malcolm Marx.
Just in that passage of play, the Springboks doubled their tackle count and some big hits going in, particularly from Jaco Kriel and the Beeson Tarira. Just the penalty error coming from Malcolm Marx.
Yeah, the first real test coming from Argentina. They were good with ball in hand, they had options, they were finding a bit of space
If I don't show the
on
whistle,
the outside, creating the mismatch. That's the important when you're in the attack, create the mismatch, get the quicker guys running into the forwards. There's the high tackle on Marx on the replacement, Desio. Yeah, that's an inside ball once again, just catching South Africa unaware. And Malcolm Marx had to react, and he apologises, and rightly so.
So Nicolas Sanchez,
could you take to the
54th test cap,
on the field,
but his 50th start this afternoon.
Thank you. Both sides.
This is his 10th match against South Africa. He hasn't played more against any other country. This for the first points of the game for Argentina, but away to the left.
Somewhat surprising. 87% success rate in last year's championship.
And 80% across his career. That's a fantastic statistic by any measure.
Stay blue.
Tukulet puts it up, and Ross Cronje was early into the air. That's beautifully plucked out of the air by Jaco Kriel after it was hacked forward by one of the Argentines. Mostert again, as defenders quickly up, out wide. Rule.
Back, advantage over.
Cronje thinking about the short side, but then looking for Elton Yankees to find some space deep down in Argentina's 22. And Nicolas Sanchez met by the collective of Kasim, Marx and Rule.
Very clever little kick into space though from Elton Janchis. And then the chase, which was started up by Uzair Kasim. He started going through the gears, and then the other forwards joined in their forces and shuffled him into touch.
Well, they weathered a bit of a storm here, have the Springboks. Camped down in their half for the last 6-7 minutes or so. And now back with an attacking line-out opportunity, and Kasim the target at the front. Serfontein. And then Itzebeth clattering into Lavanini. Mostert.
7 away.
Lozana working hard defensively. A little juggle from Raymond Rule costing him. He was brought down by Petty. And Tawarira. Yankees and Malcolm Marks taking the pop pass as he peeled around the corner. Etzebeth out the back for Yankees. And the space closing down between Tetas and Krivi. Kasim with the pick and drive.
Release 6.
And Matera told to get his hands off it. Little dab through from Serfontaine. Well read by Tukaleta. And he's off on the counter. Good tackle from Kutsia. But then the kick dab through. Landacho gives chase, and Martin Landacho in for his first try against South Africa, a 6th in Test rugby. An 80-metre return from Argentina.
Trying to get the ball into space. It took a very dangerous ball in hand. Just managed to get the offload on time, and then the clever kick through. Test match is all about opportunities. Argentines that have won, and they've taken it in the form of a try to Martin Landacho.
Some really good skills with the feet as well, under pressure from Raymond Rule. Martin Landacho, he with Sanchez in a 50th Test match start today, 70th Test in total for him. All of a sudden, after soaking up most of the pressure in the first half hour of this game, Argentina with a kick to go in front. From the touchline for Sanchez, and again away.
The outstanding mind switch for Argentina from defense to attack. They saw the opportunity, took a lead, and the counter brilliantly done. The decision making, the support, really top class stuff from Argentina.
A wonderful awareness from Emiliano Boffelli, just his 3rd Test match, 22 years of age. Kept his cool. He ran a good support line for Tukulet, and the judgment of the kick absolutely
Inside.
perfect. Krevi, Matera.
Outside. We are outside. Stay blue.
And then Sanchez. Straight down the middle of the field. Kutsia
Stay green. Stay.
had Elton Yankees in support with him, but decides to play a bit of the territorial kicking game, testing out his opposite number. Tukulet. It's a brilliant clearance from Tukulet, but Kutsia quick to get things underway for Ross Grenier. Skosan. Now Marks. Beautiful inside ball for Creel. And Guido Petty in with an important tackle. Mostert. Some slick handling from the Springboks. And Creel the man to go to ground. Jesse Creel.
Stay green.
And the hoist from Yankees after the defensive line was very quickly up. Awkward one for Sanchez, secured by Romero Moyano. And quickly arms around the ball from the Springboks to form the maul. They get the scrum feed as a consequence.
Uzair Kassem straight away gets his hands on the ball, holds up the player. Kutsia is a bit of a slight man, but he is strong in the tackle and ensure that South Africa got the advantage.
Blue Blue from the mall, scrum green.
What's a great scrum position for South Africa. Big open side to work with. Kulio stays in. Vince Strong, the front row of the Springboks, are setting a good platform at scrum time. An opportunity to bring someone like Skosan into the line and still allow more space for the outside backs.
Yeah, Cornel Skosano in position just on the inside of Elton Yankees. Might well be a pop pass option, but also just something extra for the Argentine defence to be aware of.
Yeah, and also, Robbie, there's nothing wrong with a good eighth-man pickup. Just commit to more of those loose forwards of Argentina.
So just keep that defensive line at bay. They're getting some good pace in it. I'm sure South Africa have to play rather deeper than they would like to.
Crutch.
So a good right shoulder here from Kunio Estes and can really benefit the Springbok backline.
Set.
Bit of an awkward ball for Ross Cronje. And Serfontein, beautiful inside from Yankees to Skosan. Never held, and Cornel Skosan has his first test match try. And how quickly all his teammates are in to congratulate him. He came close a couple of times against France, but this a moment he will never forget.
Beautiful ball on the outside. The wrap, Skosan gets up from the tackle, not held. He's got all the pace, he knows where the try line is. Fantastically worked move from the Springboks. And the first try in the Bok jersey for Cornel Skosan.
A dream come true for Cornel Skosan after all the hard work. You see the passion in his eyes, what it means crossing over the try line.
Elton Yankees adds the extra 2 points. South Africa in front by 8.
Set move by South Africa, scrum on the left-hand side. It's the inside ball, the magic ball. Cornel Skosan picks up and goes over.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that that was a completed tackle, so without releasing the ball, he's not entitled to just get up and play. Certainly from that angle, outside. It looked that way.
Outside. No, stop 6. Thank you.
Yankees clearing up towards halfway from the restart.
You could say a bit of rough justice, considering that Jakob Field's try was disallowed earlier in the game. And that certainly was one.
No contest from the Springboks as Argentina go to the front of their line-out inside the final minute of the first half. Orlando. And Moyano just caught with not a lot of ground to work with. It did well to hold it up long enough for Krevi. Landaho. And then Kolisi. Quick to pick up on the loose ball and support from Jaco Kriel. It's a Beth. Dumped in the tackle by Pablo Matera. Not many do that. Kutsia, Skosan.
Away, blue. Stay green.
And then Yankees in behind Argentina's defense. Landaho tracking back. And Tukalet with the left boot. Finding touch on his own 10-meter line. The hooter sounding in the background, and Romain Poit blows the whistle to signal half-time. One try apiece. Argentina the first to score a try through Martin Landako. But Courtney Skosan for South Africa. Half-time in Port Elizabeth. South Africa 13, Argentina 5.
Qui c'est qui annonce en touche le nombre? Tu me diras qui?
What a first half it was here at Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. 13 points to 5. That's a lead for the Springboks. Jean, your take on the first half?
Well, most of the possession to South Africa, but not being able to penetrate that defensive line of Argentina. So relatively lucky at the end to get that try by Courtney Skosan, but definitely that 8-point lead will make them go into the change room at halftime much more comfortable than the 6-5 they were leading by
Quick,
before
look forward
that.
to the second half. Where do the Springboks have to improve?
Well, I think it's just about keeping the ball and being able to penetrate that defensive line of Argentina. Make them tire, make more tackles, and make sure that you actually speed up the ruck as well.
Well, Argentina will be hoping for an improved second half. On the other side, the Springboks want to maintain that clean sheet right here at Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. The sound is not...
South Africa and Argentina at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium in Port Elizabeth. The Springboks lead by 13 points to 5 at half-time. Scrum has been very solid from the home side in the first half of the game. And the first 6 points coming the way of South Africa by 2 penalties from the boot of Elton Jantjies. All 3 of his kicks at goal have been struck superbly. And Thomas Lozana, the man penalised on that occasion. In a fierce contest at breakdown time, but the line speed of Argentina's defence sometimes just a little too quick, and an offside call giving Jantjies his second opportunity. Then towards the end of the half we had 2 tries. The first of them scored by Argentine scrum half Martin Landako. Brilliant counter-attack from Joaquin Tuculet from fullback. Excellent support from Emiliano Boffelli, and a perfectly weighted kick from him as well. Landako still had a lot to do, but over in the corner for his first try against South Africa.
Now the uncertainty making the error, but certainly Tuculet man on the ball. The pass was a beautiful one to Boffelli, as was the kick through. Just the vision to see the space out on the right. Justin Ledlaja had enough pace to beat Raymond Rule. Was very well controlled on the hoof, and over the try goes for Argentina.
Wonderful accuracy and weight in the kick from Emiliano Boffelli, and control off the bootlaces from Martin Landako on the occasion of his 50th Test match start. And just before half-time, a slightly untidy scrum ball for South Africa. Serfontein found Jantjies, little inside ball for Courtney Skosan, and he was over for his first Test match try.
Yeah, a move that didn't quite go right for South Africa, but the end result was a try on the first one for Skosan. Serfontein out the back, Jantjies with the quick hands. Whether he was held in the tackle or not is questionable, but Skosan has got his first Test try. Stats will make decent reading for South African point of view, particularly when it comes to defenders beating and the continuity that they've managed to get through. Their skillful play. Handling errors are very much a concern for the Argentine side in view of the fact that they've had so little possession.
Argentina after the first half of this rugby championship match by 13-5. Onan Kamani is with Johan van Graan.
Johan, you got the lead at half-time. Any concerns?
Not really. Very confrontational, especially that first 20. We had a lot of possession, big breakdown battle both ways. Possibly use the spacing behind a bit more. They scored that turnover try, and I thought we responded really well.
What are you going to do different in the second half to break that line defense from Argentina?
Well, keep turning them, making good decisions, and hopefully score some tries from turnovers.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Well, this wonderful crowd at Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium, thoroughly enjoying the first 40 minutes. It was South Africa who appeared in control for the vast majority of that first half. A breakout try by Argentina from their own 22, started by Joaquin Tuculet, with Emiliano Boffelli playing an important role, and Martin Landajo dotting it down eventually. But as you heard from Johan van Kraan, coaching staff very pleased with the way the Springboks responded to that setback and got a try of their own to Cortnel Skosan. Nicolas Sanchez gets the second half underway. Raymond Rule away for Andries Coetzee, who makes the clearance just past his own 10-meter line.
Green on the line.
And perhaps an approach, just the defensive line's very quick, it's up and in, but perhaps a bit more of a territorial game might be the order day. And as Coetzee spoke about playing in 20-minute blocks, and perhaps that's what they might try to achieve in this first 20.
Krevi to the front of his line out for Thomas Lavanini, and Krevi gets it back in the 5-meter tram line. Some good headway made by the Argentine captain, Pablo Matera. He hasn't had a great deal of opportunity to carry the ball in the first 40 minutes. Not a huge amount of possession going the way of Argentina, and a number of handling errors committed by them as well. Cost them momentum and rhythm. Geronimo de la Fuente took it to ground. Matera once again. Argentina losing Leonardo Senatore early on in the game, replaced by Javier Ortega Decio at number 8.
Stay there.
Landajo, another strong ball carry, but an excellent tackle as well from Tendai Tawarira. Well, the ball is up in the air and looks as though it might have been ripped away as well by Raymond Rule. Turnover for South Africa.
You stay blue, green, sorry.
And Coetzee with plenty of time and space at his disposal to relieve the pressure.
Excellent rip, it must be said, though, from Raymond Rule. Got his hands around the ball, ensured that he got the turnover of possession back on the South African side, and a very good clearance from Andries Coetzee.
No opportunity for Argentina to set their maul. I haven't seen that tactic from either side in this game. There's been a lot of contesting at line-out time, and now the scrum feed going the way of South Africa.
Okay. Blue players block the green players on the ground.
The Springboks calling that it was a maul, and they did try to set it. So the turnover of possession going their way. There are a couple of things to suck in defence of the driving mauls. One that you'd mentioned, the pick and go, which we haven't really seen South Africa employ as of yet, which can also negate the fact that they can bring up that very strong line of defence.
Straight. Crunch. Bind. Set. Walking around, walking around.
Well, Argentina conceding the free kick, which is quickly taken by Cronje. Here's Jesse Creel.
One out.
Kassim.
Levi Taka.
Ortega Decio with the tackle. Serfontaine. turnover was excellent. Lozano it was in over the ball quickly.
Ball out, yes.
Matera, 3 times now he's been used as first receiver by Argentina. Obviously something that was spoken about at half-time, and the breakout is good now. It's Tukulet. Coetzee and Marks got back to make the tackle, but South Africa under pressure here. Landacho.
Number 2.
Regathers his own kick, and there was an advantage being played.
Non. C'est moi qui commande et c'est moi qui arbitre. D'accord, j'ai pas besoin d'aide. In the second time, number 2. And you two, you stop to talk. You stop to talk.
Well, Martin Landacho getting a dressing down from the referee. The penalty has gone against Malcolm Marks for the ruck being formed and getting his hands in.
Argentina once again showing just how dangerous they are with ball in hand. There's 2 bites of the cherry, and unfortunately the ruck, the judge to be formed before he got his hands on it.
And Nicolas Sanchez wasting no time at all and getting Argentina back within 5. Lozano. Landacho sniping, pulls a very good tackle out of Kuni Oosthuizen. Scrummed extremely well, but not shirking his defensive duty. Guido Petty with support from his lock partner Lavanini. And then the counter-ruck from Kolisi. And then from Etzebeth appeared to be good. The ball available to Argentina. Sanchez. Boffelli. Lavanini. And the turnover one by Jaco Kriel.
A bit disjointed from the Argentines, not quite sure quite where they were going.
7-2 on their feet.
Jaco Kriel enjoying a field day when they come into the breakdown area. He's getting himself into the correct positions and making the efforts to get himself over the ball. Strong work, Jaco Kriel once again.
So an opportunity for Elton Yankees to immediately claw back those 3 points. Kicked by Nicolas Sanchez and restore that 8-point margin. This certainly is most difficult attempt of the game so far. Get a swirling wind. Drifting, but the flags are up. Just snuck in. Inside that right-hand upright. That's a brilliant kick from Elton Yankees under difficult circumstances.
Gracias.
Well, Coetzee taking a little bit of time with the clearance kick, and there was a hand on it from Argentina. Away by Ortega Decio for Landacho. We'll show the ball from Teta Chaparro. And look at them flooding through the ruck. Kolisi first, and then hands in. Brilliant from Sia Kolisi.
pressure.
Just look at the good vibes in that Springbok side. High fives all around. Fantastic counter-rucking. I could see it wasn't loaded enough by the Argentines, and the Springboks pouncing on the occasion.
Well, Robbie, you talk about the Springbok good vibe, the amazing vibe at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. There's goosebump stuff. It's a razzle-dazzle. People are behind the Springboks. And it's been a satisfactory start to the second half. What they've learned here is the breakdown point. They've touched on it at half-time as well. Defense wins you test matches, and they're committed in the Big D this afternoon, the Springboks.
6-6.
A superb series against France, Sia Kolisi. And now backing it up in Port Elizabeth. Yevanetsevich, the captain, is the target. And Lavanini is told by the referee has to get out of there. Doesn't listen, so penalty advantage.
4 and 5. 4 and 5.
Against Petty as well.
4 and 5. Side entry. 4 and 5. 5 rolling over and 4 side entry. In touch.
Well, turning down the kick at goal, they feel a bit of a momentum shift here to the Springboks.
A good set of the maul initially from the Springboks, and you can just see the players erring on the wrong side of the law, no question about it. Lavanini first and then Petty the second one.
And quickly shifting it away from the initial jumper, the Springboks here. Westhuizen. Strong defensive effort from Argentina. Quickly back to their feet to get up on Tawariro. Sanchez with a good low tackle.
Advantage offside.
Another penalty coming the way of the Springboks if they can't make more of it here. Mostert. Creel.
Offside advantage.
Cronje. Serpentine. And Rule. Raymond Rule is in. Well, both these wingers started all 3 tests against France and were unable to score across those 3 weeks, but now both Kortnils Kassan and now Raymond Rule had their first test try.
It was really just a fantastic line being run by Jesse Kriel that set it up, kept the defences, sat him on, and Raymond Rule does the rest. Beautiful pass out wide. South Africa with their second try.
Elton Yankees, 4 out of 4. 3 penalties and a conversion so far for him. And once again, albeit off the upright, he's raised the flags.
Good finish from Raymond Rule, but the Lions ran up. They had the penalty advantage. They had the confidence to go through their play. And a well-deserved try by the Springboks.
Changes for Argentina. Juan Martin Hernandez is on in jersey number 22 for Nicolas Sanchez. It is Hernandez who kicked the restart. And Pireto, the tight head, replaced by Ramiro Herrera, who wins Test cap number 35. Hernandez, a 69th Test match cap for Argentina.
Away, Blue, away! Backward!
Well tapped back by Argentina, but the hard-working Franco Mostert is there to try and secure the ball, but a strong counter-ruck from Argentina. Some beautiful handling to reach Boffelli on the left wing. It's a good strong run from Lavanini, took it at full pace. Landaco, Petty. Unable to form the more as Herrera carried the ball, and now the hack through from Sia Kolisi. A lot of ground for Argentina to make going back. Chase line good from the Springboks. But a pretty good rescue as well from Argentina, but then the kick from Tukalet. Sailing comfortably straight into touch, and a hand up in apology.
13 blue. 13 blue.
And another change. Matthias Moroni replacing Matthias Orlando in the Argentine midfield. Stephen Kitsoff on to replace Tendam Tawarira, who's had an outstanding Test match at scrum time, in the tackle as well. 8 tackles by Tendam Tawarira in this game. Mostert soars high. And the inside ball for Kolisi was beautifully watched by Juan Martin Hernandez, who's quickly back on his feet to flood through onto Ross Cronier.
Clearly off your feet, under the contest, number 5.
And the penalty going against Mostert for going off his feet
first, and for support, under the contest.
He has been on borderline throughout the whole match in terms of losing his footing at the breakdown point as Mostert. No time around, the ref picking it up.
Nine blue.
And another change for Argentina. It's Martin Landaco.
How many?
Will be replaced by Thomas Kubeli,
6.
the only member of this Argentine squad who doesn't play for the Jaguares in Super Rugby. He's spent time with the Brumbies, which makes him eligible because he's playing Super Rugby. Etzebeth did a good job to get up in front of Thomas Lavanini, but off the Springbok captain's hand and back into touch.
It's a good effort to get up there. Just hassling.
To the middle they go for Javier Ortega Desio.
Collapsing in a second time. Too late, collapsing. More starting, you collapse in a second time.
Yeah, late on the sack, the South Africa with that they concede a penalty. The great advantage for
going forward and
Argentina.
collapsing in a second time. Too late.
They need to chase the game, so they'll kick for touch, set up another driving more.
Been very successful in collapsing those mauls throughout this game so far, but there's no question that the maul this time was formed, and they're just dragging onto it for a little bit too long. Franco Mostert.
Again, it's Ortega Desio is the target.
What?
First call of use, it comes. And then Matera out the back. Kubeli. De La Fuente, and then Kubeli sniping.
Stay
This time it's Lavanini who can't find a way through. Creel in with the tackle. Here's Petty. Kubeli. Hernandez. And beautiful handling. Brings a try in the corner for Emiliano Boffelli.
Well, you talk about the beautiful handling in such a small space. They've shown the skills, particularly when they have breakouts. The quick ball at the breakdown that makes a difference. The big carry up the middle. Scrambling defence from the screen. Have a look at those hands from Tukulet. Beautiful they are. And it's exactly what sets up the try from the rush defence from South Africa.
Well, two brilliant passes in there. The first from Juan Martin Hernandez. That one, Tukulet. They had to look after him defensively. And managing to release the pass for Emiliano Boffelli, who just in his third test match was involved in a big way in the try scored by Martin Landajo, and now has one of his own. Hernandez from the touchline, curving it in beautifully. Argentina by no means out of this.
Yeah, from set phase they backed their systems, and good decision making. The pressure was on, and they'd loaded up the left hand side, outnumbering South Africa on the attack. Back in the game, Argentina.
Thank you, René.
Rob Kempson mentioned that Alistair Coetzee had spoken about breaking the test match down into quarters. One final one to go. Do you sense a tactical change at all? More of the same?
I think more of the same. I don't think they'll go into their shells. I think the energy that the Springboks have brought to the table tonight has been fantastic. It's just a matter of keeping that intensity.
A couple of handling errors creeping in. It's a big first hit from Peter Steph du Toit. He's replaced Franco Mostert.
No hands! Stay green.
Jean-Luc Duprier also on the field.
Advantage over.
What's been the difference with the Springbok team of 2017 is the bench. When they come on, they lift the intensity of the match, and a great opportunity now to allow Peter Steph to get involved in the game. Jean-Luc Duprier as well to contribute. We've seen already what Kitsoff has brought in since he's come on for the Beast of Tarira.
Hey. No. You don't move forward. When I show you the mark, please leave it.
Where is it?
On the assistant referee.
Well, a quick one to the front for Jean-Luc Duprier. Then Kolisi got the pop pass from Raymond Rule. Wide from Cronje. Uzair Kasim bursting through. It's a desperate ankle tap, but a very important one. Well presented by Etzebeth. Here's Kitsoff and Marks. Gets away from Guido Petty. Yankees, Rule. Duprier's got to be a little careful there, diving through over the ball. Kolisi sets it once again. Cronje. And then du Toit. Back to his right comes Ross Cronje. Advantage South Africa for the knock-on. Rule.
Advantage knock-on, Pascal.
Duprier got rid of Tukulet with disdain.
Pascal, t'entends pas trop, si tu peux parler un peu plus fort, le son n'est pas.
Duprier.
S'il te plaît.
Serfontein finds Coetzee up from fullback. Oh, a long advantage played for the knock-on.
Still got to hand it to the Argentines. Their defence, they're still getting that line coming up very quickly. And sometimes that's difficult, particularly when you get into the latter part of the game, but they're maintaining that. Uzair Kasim has made his presence felt this evening, and the loose jaw has worked absolutely perfectly. And perhaps a try-saving ankle tap from Hernandez.
All good on there.
Have a look at this for a bit of physicality.
Green, let's go. No corner tackle.
That says it all, doesn't it?
Absolutely, Robbie. Another standout player today must be given to him. As Kudiwa's days in the scrums have been solid, also getting around the park defensively. The amount of work he puts in is outstanding. Confirmation of another change. Hogart coming in for Cronier at scrum half for the Springboks.
Bind. Set.
Well, another scrum penalty against Argentina.
18 collapsing.
Matthew, did you ever think you'll say something like that in the past, considering at times how Argentina has put the Springboks under pressure in the Rugby Championship?
As a unit, you can just see all that pressure coming. Herrera goes in the angle. The pressure being just too much for him. And Kitsov's got his number. That was an interesting move for you, big guy.
Well, a crowded line-out. Goes to Etzebeth, the conventional. But Jan Serfontein joining in the maul. Saw him score a try against France, or Etzebeth score a try off a line-out won by Jan Serfontein. Hogart goes short side. Kasim.
Stay blue.
And Marks. It's a strong tackle from Montoya. Got really nice and low on Malcolm Marks. Kitsov.
Tackle. Advantage.
Another penalty advantage as Argentina flood through.
No.
Kutsia. Yankees and Creel stepping. Here's Skosan. Tackle from Lavanini. Etzebeth for Yankees. Rule. Dupria, beautiful hands. And here is Sia Kolisi. The entire Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium is on its feet. One of Port Elizabeth's favourite sons has a second test try. There was some brilliant handling in the build-up. The stadium rises as one.
Said brilliant handling that there was from a number of the players. Raymond Rule gets one off the floor. Duprier's hands, fantastic, as was Jan Serfontein's. Sia Kolisi, the local man, gets over for his try.
Concussion. Yeah. Rodney, RTA protocol for number 1.
Well, Elton Yankees waiting to kick the conversion, but
No, 10.
the way the Springboks have responded to points being scored against them is going to be very pleasing to their coaching staff, both in the first half, the try against the runner play, then the one that got Argentina back.
The pride of South African sports, what a try this is by the Springboks. A total try, backs and forwards, coming together, and a score for Sia Kolisi.
It's a very awkward ball, beautifully handled by Francois Hogart. And then Peter Steph du Toit makes extra ground. Kasim.
Stay green, 17, please. Fine.
The hoist from Yankees. Well done by Hernandez, but he's put a teammate under pressure. Moyano.
Use it, Blue. Hey, come down, too, please.
Kubeli. No problem with that kick for Elton Yankees. Andries Kutsia.
Last man.
Wonderful pick and go from Stephen Kitsoff, plucked from under the nose of his scrum half, Francois Ogot. Creel just trying to slip his arms through the tackle, not quite getting it right, and wasn't on for Skosan.
Matty, you spoke about the response that the Springboks have done when they've had points scored against them. What's the advantage when they played? They had a penalty advantage, still got the ball out wide to Skosan right on the far flank, and kept playing from there and showed some lovely skills and handling to get the try.
How many are you? Seven? Seven.
Julian Montoya
Over 15.
with the throw. Ortega Desio at the tail, then Lazana. Then Moroni. It's the handoff on Jesse Creel, who's quick to get back and assist with the tackle.
Backward.
Kuni also is chasing up, well handled by Hernandez once again. De La Fuente. Kubeli for Lavanini. And another penalty at the breakdown. Uzair Kasim was the man in over the ball as the Argentine carrier hit the deck.
5 on the ground.
It's been a sterling effort from Uzair Kasim tonight. In fact, the loose trio has worked perfectly for what Alice Coetzee and his charges would have liked. And then the addition of Jean-Luc Dupré just added impetus to that.
5 blue.
Dupré getting the tackle in, and Kasim straight in over the ball. In tandem, the loose forwards working.
By there.
And they couldn't budge him either with a clean. Standing really strong, supporting his own body weight.
One thing I definitely agree with you on, the game that Kuni Oosthuizen has had has been absolutely exceptional.
Peter Steph to toy with a line-out win and ferried back through the arms of Kolisi for Malcolm Marks, who then breaks away from the maul. The tackle from Hernandez. But some good momentum established here by the Springbok pack. Another carry from Kitsoff. Yankees pops it inside for Kolisi. Advantage South Africa. Again. Hougaard. Yankees. Kitsoff, Matera over the ball, but no advantage.
Slowing down.
Penalty against Javier Desio, lying on the wrong side of the ball, not running away from the breakdown area.
Yeah, I also think the Springboks should take the 3 points on offer here. We got to get on the road next week, head off to Salta. We got some demons up there, start managing the game and just saving some energy.
Well, they've opted for the scrummer, and then maybe a little bit of psychology in that. It's been a, dare we say, a dominant performance from the South African scrum, and time to rub a little bit of salter into the wound.
I hear you as well, but also I think that thought process is quite simple. Chasing the bonus point, we've only scored the 3 tries. It's important to get some points at home. I think I'm speaking from fear, considering what happened last time we took on Argentina, Robbie.
Well, what about 2 more tries, Owen?
This rate, you take any win for the Springboks.
And you bind on the ball, okay? Don't bind too early. Crunch it.
Salta, okay? Not a pleasant place to be visiting.
Keep your calm.
I think Benny, the way that the scrum has gone tonight has been, I don't say it often against Argentina, it has been a dominant performance. None so more than at number 3, Kuni Oosthuizen.
Yeah, just like your punting loss yesterday, Robbie Kempson. That's how good the Springbok scrum has been.
Oh, he had to bring it up.
Well, An initial surge from Argentina, but weathered by South Africa, who then get a little bit of dominance, and Hougaard sniping. Coetzee. Pick and drive is from Pieter-Steph du Toit.
Well, I think we're going to come upstairs. I think he's got that over the whitewash. Pieter-Steph on the reach.
Okay. 19 try, first 19 try.
Try awarded.
19 try.
No need for the TMO. Pieter-Steph du Toit has his 4th test try, a second one against Argentina.
Thank you, Pascal.
And again, starting from a dominant scrum. Just couldn't control the back. They had a penalty accruing once again. He's really put a lot of energy as he's come into this game. There's the tackle, there's the reach, gets it over. And just on the line, that's enough for a try.
And as Elton Jantjies lines up this conversion attempt, more changes being made. Malcolm Marx and Kuni Oosthuizen making way for Bongio Bonambi and Trevor Nyakane. Also Jan Serfontein being replaced by Damien Derlendi. Are we going to see Kerwin Bosch in jersey number 22 as well? And splitting the uprights this time, Elton Jantjies.
Bonus point try for the Springboks in the opening of the Rugby Championship. Pieter-Steph du Toit at the bench, taking this game another notch up. Good dominance from set piece. He opted for the scrum instead of the 3 points in South Africa.
So 4 tries to 2 as Coetzee slings it wide for Jantjies, who finds touch in Argentina territory.
Let's go, let's go.
Ortega Desio has toiled hard since replacing Senatore.
Back.
Matera met in the tackle and driven back from whence he came. Some strong work from Derlendi defensively in midfield. Kubeli away for Hernandez. Tukulet. Kubeli with a beautiful little reverse pass for Orlandi, but watchful defence again from South Africa. That's lost forward. Advantage being played here. Coetzee desperate to get it wide, and does so to Scorsese. Derlendi. The chase is on now. Huge tackle. Pieter-Steph du Toit and Bongio Bonambi on Pablo Matera. De La Fuente. The defensive energy sustained throughout, which will be every bit as pleasing to the Springboks as the tries that they've scored.
High tackle. Just reckless.
A bit of cramps coming into both sides. It's been played at a frenetic pace this entire game, and still the defensive efforts of both sides has really been right up there.
And now the moment, well, we'll hear a roar in the background. The penalty is for that tackle from Hougaard on Thomas Kubeli. But the roar you're hearing in the background is for that man, young Kerwin Bosch, schooled here in Port Elizabeth at Grey High School and South African schools, a star at under 20 level, and now he has a Springbok test cap. De La Fuente, the first receiver for Argentina. Herrera. Kubeli for Hernandez. Lozana.
Stay.
Kubeli once again, this time for Nogueira. And the maul created by, amongst others, Jean-Luc Dupré, who was in there with those powerful arms wrapped around the ball. The Springbok captain, Eben Etzebeth, in there as well.
Working in tandem, we've mentioned the word energy throughout this game, and you've seen so much of it from the Springbok pack. And now when you mentioned, as the reserves came on, they just lifted that intensity that much more.
Stay balanced, stay balanced.
Trevor Nkani putting the pressure on, and Etzebeth and Dupré doing the rest. And you see Zaire Kassim will come in as well and add his weight to it.
Crutch.
A frustrated Daniel Horkade.
Set.
With 2 minutes and a little bit of change remaining. Lendi. Well, Juan Martin Hernandez doing well to hang on in the face of that. Bosch's kick charge down. And pressure piling in, but lost forward. Kerwin Bosch heaves a sigh of relief.
Together the people of Port Elizabeth. Good reaction from Kerwin Bosch to put the pressure on.
I agree. Okay. Let's go. We keep it up.
Incredible score to Argentina, just picking up that he's young, he's 20. Added pressure was put on Kerwin Bosch that time around in the kick.
You'd come to expect in Test match rugby. Just that so much little time when it comes to executing the disciplines.
Set.
Yeah, another outstanding scrum performance by the Springboks. This time around, it's Trevor Nyagani on the tight end.
Brilliant scrumming, as we've seen all evening from the Springbok pack.
And a new front right to boot. Excellent. Half arse for them. Ketsoff and Mbonambi. And now on the tight end, Trevor Nyagani getting the penalty, and there's no easy task against Ramiro Herrera.
And Bosch's penalty not finding touch. Took a lit away for Boffelli. Brilliant try for Boffelli in the second half to go with the 2 he scored in the June series in Argentina. Just seconds remain at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium as Argentina look for something with which to return to Salter ahead of next week's return fixture. And similarly, the Springboks will want to keep them out here. Matera.
Back, please. Thank you.
They really have done well to nullify the ball-carrying skills of Pablo Matera throughout this game. The Springboks, there's a knock in there. Romain Poit signals the end of the game, and a happy captain, Eben Etzebeth, the second time he's led his country. He spoke about how quickly it was foisted upon him ahead of the third test against France, but over the last 10 days in Port Elizabeth, he's had the time to enjoy the privilege Amazing support from his relatively young leadership group within the squad. They led by 13 points to 5 at halftime. They responded really well when points were scored against them. 4 tries to 2 in favour of the Springboks. On the 25th time that they've played Argentina, they remain unbeaten at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. 3 second-half tries from Raymond Rule, Sia Kolisi and Peter Steph Totoy. Full-time in Port Elizabeth, South Africa 37, Argentina 15.
Winning captain. All right, cool bananas.
A superb atmosphere at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium for the second match of the Rugby Championship in 2017. The Springboks led by 13 points to 5 at half-time. Scored 3 second-half tries to win by 37 points to 15. New Zealand top of the log with their bonus point against Australia in Sydney earlier on today. South Africa in second. Let's go down to Owen Nkumani with the post-match presentation.
Bonus point win for the Springboks at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. 37 points to 15 was the final score. Kosalaga, man of the match at Kuni Ostays. And Kuni, receive your prize, Mr. Lazola Dali from our sponsors Kosalaga, presenting Kuni with his Kosalaga Award. Kuni started a tight head. Man of the match, feels good, doesn't it?
It's always great playing 70 minutes in a Springbok jersey. I think what a magnificent stadium today, full house. Thank you to all the supporters that came out to support us. And secondly, thank you to the God Almighty, Jesus Christ, for giving me this platform to be in front of everyone today and just express my talent that he gave me at the end of the day.
What are the goals going forward for Kuni?
The goals going forward is to keep on playing good rugby and to enjoy every moment with the team I've given. We are such a magnificent bunch of people, and our captain, the full effort they put in for 80 minutes each weekend, I appreciate it so much.
We appreciate your performance. All the best going forward, brother.
Thank you very much.
Take care, Kuni. Losing captain, Martin Landacho, tough day at the office. Not the start you wanted in the competition.
No, of course not. I think South Africa made a great game. Merit for them, and fortunately we have one more week to play against them in Argentina.
What went wrong today? When you look back at today's performance, what do you need to improve on come next week?
Maybe the breakdown. I think they were very good there. They made our balls very slow, so I think we have to improve something there.
Next week at home, Salta. You've got great memories against the Springboks in Salta.
Yeah, of course. We will try to use that in our favor. We will try to use our crowd and to be in Argentina, so we're looking forward to it.
Good luck next week.
Thank you very much.
Our winning captain, Ebenezer, the Springbok captain. An outstanding way to start the 2017 Castle Rugby Championship.
Yeah, we couldn't have asked for a better start. Thanks to this unbelievable crowd that was here tonight. P is an awesome city for us.
Awesome result. Let's talk about it. I mean, seemed like a slow start. You did a lot of things right in the first half, but not getting the line breaks. What was the message at halftime?
Ja, Messi se halftyd was net om die aan te hou kap en die bal sal breek en ons het dit gedoen. In tweede helft het ons 'n paar drie gedruk en ons het die bonuspunt ook gekry wat ongelooflik is.
Let's talk about that being at home, getting the bonus point. What does that do for your trip next week when you head off to Salta?
Yeah, I think next week is a game on its own. We'll start preparing tomorrow. We'll enjoy tonight, but we're looking forward to next week. And yeah, we can't wait to next week again.
There's nothing more pleasurable watching the Springboks smile as a team. Something special is happening in this 2017 group. What do you put it down to?
Ja, het is 'n ongelooflike span. Die spankultuur, net die ouens wat almal betrokke is regtig lekker om deel te wees van die 2017 se Springbok span.
Job well done, all the luck and all the best for the travels to Argentina, and good luck.
So, thanks so much. Cool.
Well, Alistair Coetzee, together with Ebenezer and the rest of South Africa, will be pleased the way the Springboks have started the 2017 Castle Rugby Championship. They've gone a step up what we saw in the June International Series. Stay tuned at SuperSport. There's more rugby, more action. We'll catch you next week from Salta. Got behind the guys and the rest of South Africa, 46,000 strong. But more interesting, these guys in the June Test Series, they had the opportunities, couldn't score the tries, a good win and a good score to their Cottonelle. Feeling good?
Definitely feeling good. Really a privilege to be out there again, you know, to get an opportunity to put this jersey on, and it's just good that we could contribute in a little way as well.
People talk of the championship saying it's a lot tougher. Were you concerned that not too many opportunities are going to come your way?
At the moment, you know, we just focus on the processes. You know, it's a game-by-game process. Yeah, today it worked out for us. We trained well this week, so yeah, we just need to go back to the drawing board and fix other stuff coming next week.
Let's talk about this try. I mean, this is the first one that got the Springboks some momentum. Well rehearsed. Not held in the tackle. Was that within the laws of the game?
I felt that I wasn't held, and I just kept on going. Before I knew it, I was over the try line. So quite special for me.
Talking about special, what goes through your mind? The possibilities, the try line, the Springbok darting down, you know, in the green and gold. What's going through your mind?
I just want to keep on running with the ball. So when I see myself in space, I just keep on moving.
Keep running, Jean. Keep working.
Owen, it seems like the two of them are in competition now. So 4 test matches it's taken for them to play together, first of all, and to score their first try. So now each of them have scored a try. Is it a competition, Raymond?
I wouldn't say so, but I think me and Kota are always pushing each other, especially at training. So we're just trying to get better and trying to improve as a team. And along with Bubu's Andries, we're just trying to make ourselves a mean backline. You know, we're just trying to get consistency and be the best at what we do.
And obviously it takes time to sort of get to know your players. Here's your try. Well worked, Jesse Kriel stopping the opposition there, and you just, you know, running over, showing that pace, and a great backline try, and a team try rather than just the individual brilliance that we know you have.
No, definitely. It's honestly, it's stuff that we work on every day at training, and it's always amazing to see it come through or work out on the field. So it's a great team try.
Victor, I don't want to take you out of this game. I think got to include you, the forwards, without the ball, nothing happens. Your take on today's performance?
Yeah, I think it was fantastic. I think the forwards really laid the platform, but I must say the work rate from the team, especially these two guys, chasing the balls, putting the other team under pressure, it's just fantastic. I love the intensity that the team are playing with at the moment.
Explain this to the public when you talk intensity, because guys watch the telly, watch any rugby team. We always highlight the try scorers, and when they don't have the ball in hand, how tough is it for them to get into it?
That's the most important thing, when they don't have the ball in hand. The thing is, it's easy when you get the ball, the ball is close to you. The work you put in when you don't have the ball, when you have to be in a position to give an option to a player, give an option to Elton, out wide, on this inside, and these guys are really working hard at the moment.
Looking slightly forward next week, it's Salta, you get on the road as well. It's going to be totally different. I mean, it's going to be a hostile environment. Well, how are you going to prepare for it?
Yeah, like I said, it's a week-by-week process for us, so we'll get back together on Monday or tomorrow, and we'll take it game by game. Yep.
Raymond?
Honestly, it's the same thing. We take each and every game as it comes. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. So Monday, back on the field.
Yeah, well, we know you guys need to go prepare, so we're going to leave you. You guys can go enjoy the victory with your teammates, and good luck for next week. We'll keep on working here. You guys go and enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, get warm. Job well done, boys. Gents, this is a dream start, you know, and I'm always going to make reference to where we come from. Victor, the coaching staff, the team themselves, they must feel, you know, this is what they've been building up to. This must be brilliant for them.
0-4, 4 out of 4 this year so far. They started a bit slow today, but they didn't panic at all. They kept their composure. They came through. They built the phases. Second half, I thought they were a bit more direct, and they used their opportunities. But again, back to the touch 5. I thought the touch 5 was very strong today. And once we got quick ball on the front foot, we were a different team.
I must give credit to Elton Jantjies as well, and how he sort of summed up the situation in that first half. We had a lot of possession, but we were going side to side. We weren't able to penetrate, and then he started, you know, kicking a little bit behind them, turning them around again, and that gave us a little bit of more momentum and playing in the right areas, and also made them a bit hesitant on getting off the line defensively. So, you know, that one try where Jan wanted to put the ball through, and obviously their try came from that. So, a couple of errors in terms of ball in hand and just not being calm enough to wait for the opportunity to come. But I think Elton controlled the game pretty well in that first half, and credit must go to him for that.
Good job from Elton, but I'm concerned the way teams are rushing up and closing out outside channel. Victor, I mean, you're in the coaching role now. How are they going to bypass that? Bring the guys back into the inside, and we hesitate a bit.
Yeah, we have to be ready to play with the right ball. We don't have to play with every ball we get. Sometimes we can turn them, put it behind them. We also saw today, turnover ball is still your most dangerous ball. So if you can create broken field, that's where you want to play off. But you must be able to build pressure with ball in hand as well. And by that it's just keep on getting quick ball, keep on getting advantage line. The moment we get advantage line, it's really easy to get quick ball. But the moment we try and just play a little bit lateral, they knock us behind the advantage line. We have to work back. We can't get in position for the next phase as well. So we need to work hard on getting that advantage line and try and get quick ball.
Jean, I think 1-23 were outstanding for the Springboks. I mean, once again, let's look a bit forward. Salter, it's going to be a different kettle of fish. What do these guys have to do? Prepare mentally. They're traveling a lot earlier as well, trying to get to Salter earlier, so they made a few changes.
Yeah, don't underestimate the value of the crowd today in getting the team up. You know, the Springbok team. It was a fantastic atmosphere, and it was lovely just being in the stands. And certainly as a player, you feed off that, and it definitely creates a 16th man on the field. In Salter, it'll be the same for Argentina. So you're up against it. It's not easy over there. It's difficult circumstances, and they just play a little bit better over there. So it will be tough, but a great challenge for this team. They're on the up. They have momentum, and we'll have to wait and see what happens next week. It's a great challenge for the team.
One of the standout youngsters in Alistair Coetzee team has been Malcolm Marx. The lineouts have improved, getting around the park, the turnover ball. He's been immense, Victor.
Yeah, he's been outstanding the whole year. His carrying ability is fantastic. He's very good at stealing. We see it right there. And then the one thing that everyone was very worried about is his line-out throwing. His line-out throwing was pinpoint tonight. Has actually been the whole year. So, yeah, a fantastic player, and a guy that can really take us forward, and a guy for the future.
And that physical presence, you know, that physical presence of Malcolm, not only on defense but also on attack, and then on the ball as well. So it really is. He's just growing in stature, and he's one of the go-to guys at the moment for the box. So, you know, if they can get that top 5 to work together, give us that momentum and stop momentum on defense, you know, then it's much easier for the loose trio. And I think our loose trio today combined really well together.
Talking about the loose trio combining well, Uzur Kasim started at 8th man, his second test match for South Africa. Once again, an outstanding performance from the Cheetahs, man. Not only his carrying abilities, and Victor touched on the fact that he offers an option at line-out time, but his contribution, ball in hand, and also in defence.
I must say, with that last test against France, without Warren there, we just struggled a little bit in line-out because we didn't have that loose forward jumping option. But he showed tonight, he's not just a line-out jumper. He really played very well around the park. He got around. He was a link between forwards and backs. He got involved on the defence. He put in some big hits as well. So he will be very happy with his performance tonight.
A good performance, gentlemen. As I said, Victor, next week Salter. What message do you leave with this current Springbok team? How do they mentally got to prepare for next week?
I think we've got the momentum with us. We've been playing very well. This is going to be an extra high hurdle for us. But again, if we work hard in the week, we focus on the systems that we want to do on the field, we back each other, and the team culture that there is at the moment, I think, is fantastic. So I think that will still pull us through.
Last comment?
Yeah, 4 out of 4 for South Africa. So we're on the up. You know, we know that rugby championship at the end of the day is the big challenge that we have. But now we need to see how do we do away from home. It'll be the first game for the Springboks away from home this year. So we've been good at home. Can we replicate that away from home? I think we can.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure once again working with you. I think we've done a sterling job on the field, and the crowd has been outstanding. Kola, I think for me what's really stood out has been the bench. Every time the bench has come on for South Africa has lifted the performance up a notch, and they're putting pressure on the starting 15, so it doesn't get any easier in terms of making choices who starts in the green and gold for Alistair Coetzee. But as the saying goes, it is a beautiful and a great problem for every coach to have. So breakdown point need a bit of work, but it was well done, and if anything, the scrums was good, the line-out was good. There is nothing we can fault at the moment of the Springbok team. If anything, we hope they get better and better.